Hello everyone, it's GlitchNOut, and welcome back to the 7th episode of the Minecraft Manual. So yeah, in the last episode we got our villagers, and so now we're completely kitted out in the max best gear that you can possibly get in the game, except for, efficiency 5 on some of these tools. But, that's not that big a deal, we can get that in the future. But, if you look at these tools, they're blue, not gray. We want netherite, right? So yeah, today's episode is going to be focused on an easy way of how to get netherite, and so we're actually going to put away the majority of our tools. I'm going to keep my shovel and my fortune pickaxe, or should I take my silk touch? We can take our, let's take our fortune pickaxe. Nah, I silk touch. Not indecision, And then we're also going to take a golden helmet, so we actually don't need our protection 4 overpowered helmet, so let's just put that in the chest. And yeah, we have a couple bits of the wood and wool so that we can make some beds, because yes, we are of course going to be bed mining. In my opinion, it's the best way if you're in early game, nice and cheap, and you also get a really big explosion, which is kind of fun to watch. So yeah, let's head into the nether now. Once you're in the nether, I would recommend finding a pretty flat open space where you can dig a tunnel downwards, so just a staircase going all the way down to Y level 14, so that when you're at eye level it is Y level 15, which is the most popular area to find ancient debris. So just click on your F3 and then just go all the way down. And as you're digging down, you might run into some of these lava pockets, so don't stand right on the block because it can be rather dangerous. Just be careful with how you're digging, because you don't want to, fall in lava and lose all your good gear. So yeah, just being careful always goes a long way. Again, right there. Can I find some blocks maybe to place on? That's a pretty deep lava block. Hey, that solves the issue. There we go. Pretty simple. I guess I'll just have to rinse and repeat, right? Gravel, thank you. I'm now at Y14, and what I'm going to do is actually activate my chunk borders and dig to the edge of a chunk, which is actually right there, very handy. So you can tell it's the edge of a chunk because there's these little lines here, so that's very useful to dig in, because there's usually only like 1 or 2 netherite veins in a chunk, so you want to make sure that you're on the edge of the chunk so that you get the most possible amount of veins of the ore. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is just go to the very edge of the chunk, which should be fairly close. So yeah, right here you'll see there's a little line right there, and what we're gonna do right here is like basically dig out as far as we can go on either side like this. And this chunk is looking a little bit weird. I think it's actually that blue line right there. So yeah, let me readjust. Okay, I've now readjusted, and we're on the chunk border. You can tell it's the blue line actually. I think we're on the edge of a chunk the other way before, so that's kind of inconvenient. But that's actually okay. What we're gonna do is put our wood on the bottom and our beds on the top. I'm gonna only split it because I don't want to make all of them at the same time. And yeah, there we go. Now it's pretty simple. All we have to do is place the beds at the very edge of our tunnels. So right there should be 3 blocks of space between you and the bed. And I want to fix this one real quick so that I'm not getting any funny business. You don't want to die, So yeah, there we go. As far as you can dig out, see I can't dig any more blocks that way. I'm going to place the bed down, and then I'm going to basically just remove that bed. It's going to explode. Do the same on the other side. And I actually didn't take any damage there, as you can see. My helmet did though, so we might have to mine some of this nether gold ore to make some more helmets. But no ancient debris on this one. You can break the fire just in case, because there might be some stuff to break the gravel. And just make sure that you didn't miss anything, because this stuff is pretty rare and you don't want to miss it just, by mistake because you didn't see anything. I do not think there is anything in this one, so yeah, you're also going to want to get rid of these lava pockets right here, because they can have ancient debris at the bottom of them sometimes. Not in that case, but it might take a little bit of extra time, but trust me, that one time when you're actually going to find it, it's going to be really nice. Very convenient. And you can also mine this ore, these ores, and then when you get back to your base, you can fortune them and get a bunch of good stuff, so that's cool. But I think I'm just gonna keep doing this, and then once I find another ancient debris, we can come back and show what they look like. So I exploded roughly 4 sets of beds, so 1, 2, 3, and then this was the 4th, so 8 beds total. And yeah, that's when I got my first piece of ancient debris. It does look a little bit like a cinnamon roll, and there's actually 2 here, so that's very nice. You always want to dig around just in case there's actual bits, or if there's lava, even though the stuff won't burn in lava, you might. But yeah, it's time to burn, not burn, dig up our first pieces of ancient debris. There's actually 3, and we got that advancement hidden in the depths. 3 pieces of ancient debris. Wow, that's almost another ingot. You need 4 for 1, so yeah, that's pretty close. And yeah, I actually do want to just use up all of these beds, so it is going to be a little bit of a grind with all these, but I think it will be worth it, and you just want to be careful when you're doing this, because you can die. Use this on nice and careful. So yeah, I think I'm going to do this next part in the form of a nice little time lapse. That'd be a cool way to show the ancient debris getting mined, you know, just all the explosions that are happening. And there we go, block that up. And yeah, time for a time lapse. I think one of the first ones of the series. Okay guys, I've exploded all 42 of the beds, I think is how many we exploded. And in this chest I have all that we got. And yeah, I did go for a lot of gravel, so we have a lot of gravel now. That's really convenient. We also have a ton of quartz ore, which we can use to heal all of our tools. And some nether gold ore, very useful. Blackstone basalt. And 16 ancient debris, which equals 4 netherite ingots. So that's pretty convenient. Pretty good, you know. So what we're gonna do is actually, I'm gonna make a blast furnace, which you do by putting in furnace and then basically putting in iron and smooth stone in that configuration. And I guess making smokers and blast furnaces are just upgrading the furnace, you know. So yeah, that's pretty convenient. Let's put that in 2 pieces of coal because each coal smelts 8 blocks. And yeah, once we smelt these up, we can get some gold and make some of the netherite ingots. All the ancient debris is now smelted up, and I have to say, it does look a lot like chocolate when it's smelted up. And when it's in the ancient debris form, it also looks a lot like a cinnamon roll. So, great job, Mojang. You have created a ore that looks like food. But yeah, let's combine this golden, you know, netherite in the in the crafting table, and you can of course just do it, you know, however you want. You can do it like this. You can make it like that, you know, just any configuration. I'm just gonna do it like this. 4 netherite ingots. Beautiful. This is beautiful. So yeah, but you know, we can't combine netherite in the crafting table to get, you know, upgrade our tools. What we're gonna need is a smithing table, which I happen to have right here. And where do we want to put it? I think this is our crafting area, right? So let's you know, let's tuck it in maybe right here. That looks okay. And yeah, so basically what we're gonna do is take the piece of armor that you want to, you know, change or slash upgrade. I'm gonna do my boots because, you know, the netherite boots, they have depth shredder and feather falling, so that's really nice. So let's go ahead and do that. Place this on, looking good. We're gonna also do what else? I feel like the tools are usually pretty good, right? So maybe the sword, because the netherite sword is always very useful. Silk touch pickaxe. I use the silk touch pickaxe way more than then the fortune pickaxe, as you can see by the durability, and maybe the axe, because I do a lot of tree cutting, you know. This can be very useful. That's all of our netherite ingots. We're definitely have to do more mining soon, but yeah, does look a little bit like enchanted stone, but with a little bit of resource pack stuff, you know, I have an alternate enchantment glint, so you get to see more of the actual color of the armor instead of just the like purple covering of the enchantments, which is really nice. So yeah, now we have tools that don't burn in lava, have an extra 500 durability, and also are just extremely cool, right? So yeah, that's pretty epic, and now we need to actually do the next part of the episode, which I think is going to be... what do we want to do with the rest of our episode? I think what I'm going to do is heal up all my tools at the skeleton grinder, or actually no, let's take our fortune quartz and fortune that to get some of the good stuff. So yeah, let me get this and that, place it down, and then maybe we'll do one more time lapse. After mining up all those ores, we have repaired our tools fully, and also I've went to the spider grinder and, you know, just grinded up a couple levels, so now we have 34 down there, which is really convenient because now we have enough to enchant a couple things. We need to enchant our hoe and our helmet, and so yeah, let's just go over here, see which one is going to give us the better enchantment. I do want to get efficiency, but I don't need unbreaking on the hoe because yeah, we already have an unbreaking villager. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to grab a book, which I should have over here, yes. And I'm just going to do a quick dud enchantment for, like, what, piercing 1? That's okay, I guess. And, let's see, is it any different now? Efficiency 4, that's good. Or protection 4. Now, I want silk touch on the hoe. And do we have a silk touch book? That's another good question I need to see. No silk touch, very sad. So I think we're actually going to go for the protection 4. Because basically there's different weights for different enchantments, and so gold has a pretty good chance of getting some pretty good enchantments. So let's go for it. Protection 4, unbreaking 3. That's not bad. I can put mending on that. That's a good helmet. And efficiency 3. Should we go for it? I do have an efficiency 4 book, so eat. Okay, that was a horrible enchantment. Absolutely terrible, but the helmet's pretty good, so yeah, that's cool. And we do have a mending book, if I remember. Yep. So we can just go ahead to the anvil, and yeah, get ourselves a really good golden helmet. And now it's time to grind back up to 30 levels so that we can, you know, get a better hoe, because we're gonna need to be mining some of those leaves and all of that good stuff in the future. And I actually want to be wearing this helmet right now, so let's go ahead and put that away. Diamond, much better. But I think I have enough resources for this next little project. We're gonna need the blackstone with the salt, and as my nether chest, we're gonna need some of the stems, as well as a little bit more blackstone and some more salt. So that's pretty good, as well as some of the different crimson stems and some of the mushrooms. So yeah, if you didn't know already, we're going to be making a little warp stem farm and a crimson stem, of course. And so yeah, we're gonna be building it over here, and this is gonna be like a bridge to like a new area of the world. So this is our little village area, but this area over here is gonna be like the nether farms and stuff, like starter nether, nothing like super complicated. Grab up this XP from the breeding house up. And yeah, we're gonna have like a little gate here coming through into this nice little area. I don't think I've showed this on camera before, but yeah, it looks really nice. Just a nice little secluded area. We can replace all of this with like nether blocks. And I think where we're gonna be building these farms is up here on these little ledges. So what I'm gonna do is get a little bit of progress done, and then I'll kind of show you the design of the different farms. Just simple manual farms. We don't need anything fancy. So yeah, let me just do that real quick. To start off, we're gonna have some of these pillars of polished basalt just going up, and we're gonna have raised platforms above these, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And those are gonna be built out of the warped woods, so I'm actually gonna turn some of these into that, and then make some stairs real quick. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna actually need some ladders as well, so let me just turn some of these into the actually we have some sticks. Let's do that real quick, and then just pop up here real quick. And we are gonna have some trapdoors at the top of this too, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And to start, yeah, we're gonna need a couple of the slabs as well, actually. So let's go ahead and just do that as well. It's kind of like a little bit of build along, you know. So yeah, gonna place these on the corners like that, and then we're actually gonna have 2 of the warp stem coming up, and we're actually gonna strip these and place another slab on top like that, and then we're gonna place a couple of the stairs as well. But yeah, we actually need to make some platforms real quick. So what I'm gonna do is bring this around to the other side, you know, do our little trick here, and then that, put 2 of those down, strip these, and we're just gonna repeat this all the way around. So let's do that, and then what we'll do is kind of fill in this floor a little bit more and make it look pretty nice. To thicken out the platforms a little bit, I have added a little outline of the warp planks, but now this looks a little bit unsupported, so what I'm going to do is actually just pop in a couple of these warp stairs, and yeah, this kind of connects it to the polished basalt, helps blend them together a little bit better, and that's really what we want to go for. So that's a little bit of a cool trick that you can do, just add stairs, you know, like this to add support. If we back up, that's already looking a lot more supported. And yeah, we're also gonna need to add a slab right there. I can't believe I forgot that. But yeah, we're gonna add these little black stone arches actually. So first, let's do that. So we need a couple stairs, maybe 20 of those, 24 of those, yeah. And then how about some of the black stone slabs as well? We don't need as many of those. And yeah, we're gonna start around here and just go up. I'm going to pillar up some of these flanks. And then we're gonna basically make a very small arch here. So yeah, 1 here, and then we're gonna put 2 here and here, and then slab, slab, double slab. That's a nice little arch. And we're actually gonna put a couple more little bits of the blackstone here and here. I don't know if I'll keep that, but you know, it's a little detail that we can add. We might have to change it depending on the space of the thing, but I think that looks pretty nice for now. And yeah, we're just gonna do that like all the way around. I've completed all the archways, and we're on top of the build. And so basically, this is where we're going to be using the hoe, and I only have a stone hoe right now because we didn't get a good enchantment on that diamond one. And yeah, we're just gonna come up here, hoe down any of that stuff that is too high for us to reach from the ground. That's basically what this is for, because sometimes you get those really tall ones that grow super tall, and so you're not gonna want to have to like use scaffolding blocks, you know, when you can just come up this little platform and do that. But there's one downside, and it is that you might fall off, right? So yeah, what we're gonna do is actually take some of the trapdoors, and you can of course use temporary blocks for this, and then we're gonna place another row of trapdoors right here like this, and then we're gonna open the top ones like that, and then just break all of these ones down here. And yeah, basically what this does is adds a little bit of a railing. If we come down here, it's not that bulky, it looks pretty nice. And so yeah, you have to be careful, because sometimes, you know, you can't have like a little intersection of trapdoors that goes like this, and then like that, and then if you want to have one that was like right here, you'd have to put it right here, but you know, that's not as good, you know, it's not even or anything, so that's not always a good thing. So yeah, I just go with pretty simple trapdoors on the outside, and having this pillar right here makes it so that we don't have to worry about that. And there we have it. The simple warped stem farm is now complete, and I guess you could use it for crimson stems by just replacing the Nilium right there. But to be honest, you know, we'll have 2 separate farms for both of those. Pretty simple to make. It only took me maybe 20 minutes to make this one. And so yeah, all we have to do is go ahead and bone meal one of these things, and then just break these, and then we can come up here because we're going as far as we can. And then open these trapdoors, break in here, finish breaking the logs, or I guess the stems is what they're called. And then we can just use the hoe to get rid of all the rest of this. And I probably won't get rid of the rest of this until at least I have a decent hoe, because you know, this is slow considering how many there are. But yeah, it's a pretty simple way to farm from some of the stems. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead build up the other one, and also in between clips, not episodes, I'm going to be just you know, getting a better hoe real quick. So yeah, just a little bit of progress. Shouldn't take too long, you know. Just gotta head down to the spider farm or trade with some villagers. And crimson farm, I just gotta farm up some of those crimson wood stems things. We now have a super awesome hoe with efficiency 5 and breaking 3 and mending. And yeah, it took a little while to get this, but it wasn't actually, you know, that bad. Just, you know, grinding spiders and stuff. But you might notice that there's actually no crimson farm right here, and that's because I've run out of time for this episode, and I actually have to get it out, or get it, you know, pretty soon, because I am actually going on vacation in like 2 hours. So yeah, by the time this video comes out, I'll actually be on vacation. But yeah, that's not important right now. It's because yeah, it's actually time to end this episode. In between episodes, I will definitely work on making this one. And yeah, I'll probably actually do a little bit of netherite mining. Maybe we'll have like another 3 or 4 ingots, hopefully glitching out in the future, please. So yeah, if you did enjoy this episode, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been GlitchNOut. Goodbye, everyone.